Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another video. Now this one I'm going to be showing off some yoke that I created. So I created this bad boy in Blender, printed him out, and then, assembled them all together nicely. So what this has is 4 volume knobs and stuff like that at the top, and then a nice LED screen here. So before I do anything, I want to show you guys the coolest feature of this MacroPad that I created. It's called calculator mode. So I can go into that layer here. Yeah, so this is using QMK firmware to achieve all this. So you can see here, we have this kind of yoke here. So what you can do here is you can literally type in like equations or whatever you want. So we can do 5 plus 5. So you can see the equation is typed out right there. And if we take a look at my monitor right here, I just empty some lines, and then if I press enter here, it's gonna type out the answer. That's pretty sick. And so you can also decrease the number of decimal points. So like there's 2 here. So that's done by the precision. So if I just twist this knob down to precision 1, you see it's just 10.0. And then if I twist it all the way down, and then there's also like, software stoppage, so it doesn't like fall below 0. But yeah, now you get 10. Then for typing out a new equation, you just simply type it out. So you can do like 90 divided by 5 or whatever. Then you can type it out, and there we go, 18. So yeah, if I were to increase that precision up to 2 decimal points, like so, and then you can do fancy stuff as well. So if you want to clear this whole display, all you need to do is just twist this, and then it clears the whole buffer, and then you can enter your equation again. Now you can also do some fancy shit like this. So you can do 5 plus, then you can open bracket, and then you can do, I don't know, like 90 divided by 3, and then turn this knob. Oh yeah, so if you made a mistake like I did here, all you need to do is just press this and it will delete it. It will delete like 1 character at a time, like so. And then you can do another minus 20 here, and you get 15. All right, so another thing you can do is you can do powers. So you can do like 3.5, and then to the power of, I don't know, 4, and there you go, 156. We can increase the precision here. Let's see if we get anything different. Yeah, we get a bit more precision there, like so. Another thing you can do modulus, which is, so if you have like, I don't know, 12, then mod, and 5, so that gives you 2, like so. And so yeah, that's enough for the calculator. Oh yeah, and also like it shows here the num lock here, so then the caps lock as well, like so, if it's on or not. I'll need to tweak the firmware a little bit to kind of clear this out, but that'll be fine. So yeah, I suppose next thing you can do is you can increase or decrease the brightness of the keyboard or the MacroPad, and you can see the value here. You can also, so in the shortcuts menu, so this is a whole different layer altogether. So here you can like type, or you can flash. So you can type, so the flashing command here. So if I hold down this button and then press this one, then you can see it just types out the whole flashing command. Now another thing is, so to boot in, so to fucking mount this thing onto the PC so that you can, flash the firmware, you can hold down this button and then press this button, and you see it turns like red, and then it says like mounting to PC, and I can see that it mounted. So you know the Raspberry Pi Pico, it mounts like a USB drive, so you don't need to have like some external firmware to flash it and stuff. So I'm just gonna unplug it so that it resets. And there we go. And so yeah, we can also change the modes. So QMK has like a shit ton of modes. You can see which mode I'm on with the mode number here, like so. Oh yeah, there's also a timeout that you can set. So if I spin this one down, you can see that's like 1 minute, 30 seconds, and then 30 seconds is the lowest I set, and it goes all the way up to 10 minutes. So this would be like after 30 seconds, the LEDs will turn off and the OLED monitor display will turn off as well. So anyway, if we go here to Snake, we can also change the hue. So if we twist this knob, you can see the hue here going up and down. So yeah, that is pretty good. And then there's also saturation. So if I hold this down and then I spin this, if I reduce the saturation, it'll just be white. So yeah, it just looks blue because of the case. The case itself is blue. But if I were to crank the saturation, you can see, well, there's probably quite a shit color for it. So let me go to red or something like that. It can be easily seen. Yeah, so red. Then if I decrease the saturation, as you can see, it's like no color at all. And you can see the saturation in this layer as well. So if I crank it all the way up to 255, and then you can still see the saturation in this layer. So yeah, that's pretty cool. So yeah, that's kind of it really. Let me just see if I have anything else interesting. Yeah, so by default, you know, it's like, you know, a normal, regular MacroPad here, like so. And then this thing will control like the volume of the OS, so you can increase, decrease the volume. Let's see what else can you do here. Oh yeah, so I also have some LED presets here. So if I hold down this button, I turn here, it will go to this kind of basically the same thing as this. And then if I turn here, it'll go with the twinkle, you know. So I have it actually the same here. Because like, you know, these are running the same firmware. Well, they're running QMK, not the same firmware, I mean. But yeah, you get what I mean. So they both have like kind of the same functionality. All right, so let's see what else do I have here. Yeah, so that's kind of it really. Yeah, I suppose here as well, if I just press this, it like acts as a backspace, you know, so that's pretty cool. Yeah, and you should have seen the keyboard or the MacroPad just turn off there because 50 seconds have passed. Enable numlock there nicely. Yeah, so this keyboard also reacts to a numlock. So yeah, they're both kind of listening for it. So yeah, that is pretty sick. All right, yeah, and then the rest of the stuff inside the shortcuts is for my the program that I wrote that listens for programmable buttons. So they're not like the regular key codes, and then I can control OBS like just by pressing some of these things. But I need to have the program running, which I don't at the moment. So that's grand. So yeah, I will have a build guide for this thing, and also there is already a build guide on here on my GitHub, so you can actually check out the pictures here. They're probably a little bit better than what I was able to come up with with the camera. So yeah, here are all the photos here. So yeah, you'll be able to see it like in its full glory. Nice close-ups of the LED, yeah, and of all the stuff that's on it. So yeah, then booting into QMK. So yeah, there's also a nice guide here. I already recorded a video for this, so I'll just need to upload it. And so yeah, if you want to build it yourself, it's fairly straightforward. Well, fairly straightforward compared to this. So yeah, this was a bit of a pain, but this is not too bad. So yeah, let me just increase the timeout to 5 minutes again, and that will be grand. Alright, so thank you boys for watching, and I will see you in another episode. And bye-bye.